What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce.com, and today we're going to be reviewing a system called GRINDER. This is a pretty simple flat betting system. You're going to bet $50 on 2 columns and $4 on 9 numbers in the uncovered column straight up. So that's a total of $136 being bet, and you don't make any adjustments if you lose. You don't martingale, you don't double up. It's just really simple. Let's do this. $50 on the first and second columns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think it doesn't matter which numbers you bet on in the uncovered column. Statistically, it definitely doesn't matter, but we're just going to bet on the bottom half for the bottom portion. So here we have a total bet of $136. This is being played on a single zero wheel. So that means the house edge is 2.7%. And that means that every spin, we can expect to lose $3.67. That's just basically $136 times 2.7%. And let's go ahead and do this. Hit spin. This is just a simple roulette app for the iPad. I chose it because you can bet pretty low amounts. A lot of free online or free iPad games, you have to bet, like 100 fake dollars or 1,000 fake dollars in chips. This one lets you bet as granular as $1. So low minimums, which correspond with some of the systems that the CEG dealer school review. This is a pretty basic app. In addition to the low limits, you can also select either single zero or double zero. I'm going to be playing single zero. So here we spun 35, which is in the center column. The $50 bet pays 2 to 1, so we have a total of 150, and then subtract how much we bet, which is 136. So that's a profit of $14. If you hit either of the first 2 columns, you're going to win $14. If you hit one of the 9 numbers in the third column, you're going to win $8. So 4 times 35, you get paid 35 to 1 on that $4 bet. Plus you get to keep the original $4 bet. So that's a total of $144 minus the total bet of $136 means that you win $8. So that's our first spin, 35. Let's keep going. 36, that is the third column, so we win $8. That's 35 to 1, total 140 being paid. You keep the $4 that you bet, and you end up with 144, which is $8 more than what you started with. Here we spun a 7. First column, pays 2 to 1. So this is our fourth spin. We got a 3, which is a whack. So here we lose all $136 that was bet, and it's going to take us about 10 spins, 10 wins to recover that loss. So that's one of the big downfalls of this system, is that when you hit a whack, you're going to spend a lot of time trying to recover from that loss. 13, $14 win. Let's keep going. I'm going to give this about 20 spins. But I think since this system has a pretty heavy coverage of the field, like I might have mentioned before, this system has 4 whacks: the 0, 3, 6, and 9. All the other 33 numbers all have small wins, $8 and $14. So this system is probably going to have a lot of small upticks and then some pretty big drop-offs when you hit your whack. Here's another $14 win. And we can also take a look at the graph for this system. There's 4 sharp drop-offs. There are 9 small ticks and 24 kind of ticks with a higher slope. Here's another $14 win for us. Let's go again. So yeah, pretty standard system. There's no martingaling. There's no doubling up when you win or lose. So your experience, what you're going to experience when you play the system is just a bunch of small wins that you hit very frequently, and occasionally you're going to fall down the elevator shaft. That was 25. That was another $14 win, 34, another $14 win. Let's keep going. So yeah, the big whacks are the 0, 3, 6, 9. 16, that's a $14 win. Let's do a couple more spins. $27, that's an $8 win. Bye-bye. There's a big whack right there, 0. That's our second whack so far. Let's go again. So it's pretty common to, when you define a roulette system, to have some kind of progression going on. A lot of systems will double up if you lose. I don't really recommend doubling or tripling or quadrupling up because things can get pretty expensive pretty quickly. But if you do have to double up when you lose, you probably want to reserve that for something like an even money bet, where you can recover most of your losses in that one spin. Otherwise, like with this system, you're gonna slowly tick upwards, fall down really far, and if you were to try to multiply that, you're gonna find yourself in a pretty deep hole. I mean, but if that's the way you like to play, you know, by all means play that way. We're gonna give this about 5 more spins, and then I'll let you know what I think. Another $14 win. Here we go, whack. So I think, yeah, a lot of people underestimate how often you're gonna hit your whack numbers. 4 out of 37 is gonna happen quite often. We've actually hit 3 whacks so far. Let's give this 3 more spins. 25. And yeah, like I said before, this iPad app is pretty weak. It's pretty cringy watching these animations. They're really bad. 15, and let's do this one more time and see where we end up. We started out with $5,500. And 21, that's $8 win. So we are down $194. We hit 3 whacks, and the rest were the small $8 and $14 wins. CEG rated this system a grapefruit, probably because they never hit any of their whacks in their 15 spins that they reviewed it with. I just did 20 spins and hit 3 whacks, so making up for their success. But as far as systems go, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these systems where you spread out all your bets and win a little bit most of the time and fall down that elevator shaft every so often. I just feel like you spend a lot of time trying to recover from those whacks. So it's just a standard system, but I think I originally gave the system an eggplant, which is a D. I did that because I am not a fan of having to make all these small individual bets. There are 9 straight up bets. You can reconfigure this system pretty easily to bet on 2 dozens, and then you, instead of making 9 bets, you can consolidate those bets into 2 bets. 1 double street of $24 and 1 street of $12. You can very easily turn this into 4 bets instead of 11. And for that reason, I gave it a D. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there are any systems you want me to review. I'm going to start out with a bunch of reviews that CEG gave grapefruits, and also the reviews with their highest number of views. But let me know if there's a CEG roulette system that they've reviewed that you'd like me to review. Let me know what you think of this system in the comments. Let me know what other systems you want to see reviewed in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, and peace out, donkeys.
Facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious because